Alright, so I'm posting this video not because I know much about tools, specifically more of a fucking gamer myself, but so I got these two cordless ratchets, DCF500. I got the 1GG version or GG1 version. The 12 volt comes with 1 3 amp and a regular charger. It's a pretty nice kit. I'm not too happy with this, mostly because there's some wear on the dewalt, and this battery is rattling. So this kit is probably the nicer one. I don't know if you can hear the rattling. It's probably the nicer one, in my opinion. I feel like it's the most useful. They got exchangeable anvils, which I forgot to bring out. But one is 1/4 3/8, the other one's 1/2 3/8, and it comes with a, I don't even know what these are called. It's kind of like the impact attachment, and you could add any bits to it. And the same goes for the XR or DCF510. You got this 1/2 attachment. Both of the tools are fucking beautiful, but we're gonna look at some of the differences. First of all, we got a length difference here for sure. We can try to pull this out. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so give me a bit of a break. But here's the length. It's about 12 to 13 inches. And I think the XR is going to be like 15. The DCF510 is going to be around 15. Like I said, both of these are really nice, but I think the smaller one is going to be the nicer one, in my opinion, the most useful. Build quality on the XR feels a lot better. This trigger alone, there's more flex on the 12 volt, and yeah, it just feels heftier and nicer. Also, I saw some like oil residue on this when compared to this one, but they're both really nice. It just really depends on what you need. High speed would be on the 12 volt for sure, way faster. The 20 volt, it's not as fast, but it has way more torque. And by way more torque, I mean like, I think it has 75. I think they advertise 70 to 50. 50 on the 12 volt, 70 on the XR. There's a channel called Torque Test that does a way better job of analyzing the figures on the DCF510. But there isn't much information on this DCF500, so I decided I'd make my own short video on this. Yeah, much smaller head on the DCF510. Way smaller, in my opinion. It's just a much smaller tool, and you get like a pound of weight saving on this. Let's see if I can get my scale going here. I don't have the best scale for this. It's just my food scale. But if you see, this is the DCF510, 1 kg, 158 grams, which is around 2.5 pounds. And for the 20 volt, we're going to get 1 kg, 545 grams, which is around 3.4 pounds. So you get like a pound difference. I got a way better deal on the 20 volt. It's I think I paid $250 because of an employee discount. And I got 2 powerstack batteries. And I got this cool charger, which goes on like this. I can show you that now. Overall, the quality on the XR feels really good. I just wish I had more of a use for the half than I actually do, because it just doesn't make sense for me to go for the half if I'm not going to be using it as much. But yeah. That's DCF510. Here's the slowest. The slower speed on the 20 volt is a lot slower than on this one. So it got a lot more RPM on this guy, on the Xtreme 12 volt. This is the most useful tool, but in my opinion, this one feels higher quality. But maybe, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because from what I understand, the build quality is supposed to be that, was it that nylon enforced plastic? I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, you're probably going to end up choosing based off of your battery system that you're bought into, or based on whether you need a 1/2 ratchet or a 1/4 ratchet more. Most people are probably going to be using 3/8 most of the time, but from what I understand, if you're somebody who's just working on a car, the 1/4 is a lot more useful than a 1/2. You're probably going to be using the impact for that 1/2. Most people say that, I don't know much about power tools, but most people say that on a ratchet you don't really need much torque. I haven't seen much use cases for a 1/2 with this much torque, and you're really not losing much torque. You could probably hand torque this to about the same as this without any problems. So it really depends on what you want. This is a much shorter ratchet, and I think that's what it comes down to. It's a pound less, much shorter ratchet. This battery is a 3 amp. This 20 volt power stack is a 1.7 amp. But yeah, I got this for around $290, $280. I got this with an extra power stack and the cool charger for like $250. So I mean, I'm honestly still trying to make a decision on which one I'm going to stay with, but I'm using the 1/4 more than anything, and the 1/2 I haven't even found a use for it for my scenarios. So it's a quick video on that. Very nice tools. Wish I had a better way to test it, but like I said, I'm not really a mechanic. I'm just fucking around.